All right, fellas, here we go. Today's hashtag daily debate for @MMA Junkie Radio. Who was the brightest potential new star to come out of this past Saturday's hashtag UFC Wichita event? 3 choices, and then, of course, other. Nico Price, Matt Schnell, Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos, or other. Go ahead, Dan.
I think the easy choice here probably is Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos. I mean, I know what you're going to say, but you picked against him, Dan. Unfortunately, we got to make picks in this business. It's not fun. But I will say, on this show, in our defense, guys, we've been talking about this guy.
You said a lot about him, man.
It said ever since last year. I've been high on this guy. Was glad to see him get his spot. And judging by Twitter and the reactions I'm seeing on social media, you know, I think a lot of people are saying the same thing. But I actually just wanted to give a shout to other guys, and that was Beneil Dariush. Not only was it a tough, hard-fought win, that was probably the next hardest fight next to the co-main event to pick between him and Dober. He gets the tough-fought win, but after what he said, you know, in this age of, you know, trash talking and disingenuousness and craziness, let's just be honest, in our sport, Beneil Dariush had some, you know, refreshing things to say. Always has great post-fight interviews and just a great role model. I want to give Beneil a shout.
Okay, how about you, Liz?
I am gonna go with the low-hanging fruit. I mean, it was something that you couldn't avoid. People were talking about it, especially because Curtis Millender was on a pretty good roll, you know, and a lot of us were talking about the potential that he could have. And Dos Santos not only beat him, but he kind of handled him, you know, from the get-go. That was a very big statement win. The thing is, when you want to become a star, you have to have staying power. So I think in these next couple days, he needs to get out there, do interviews, do stuff to keep his name out there, because, you know, there's another card coming up, and we could have this whole new debate on an entirely different card, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm gonna go with other.
All right.
I think Anthony Rocco Martin.
Nice.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
There was a lot of love for him because what did he do? For one, he's adopted the Rocco persona, right?
Right.
2, he's part of being a power couple. He dates judoka Kayla Harrison, and they're always together. He's part of a big team. He's got the lamb chops going, so he's got a little bit of the look. People are just talking about Rocco, and he's fighting frequently, so he hits a lot of those check marks that I always tell fighters, see if you can do this. Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos, look, had he done like, if he had like messed Curtis up over 15 minutes, I thought it would have done a lot better. Plus, not to take anything away, that was very impressive what he did. I hope you guys don't think that. I don't think that. But man, the whole thing with the just not being able to speak a lick of English, I don't know. Like, I see it, but I think I can easily forget him. But I'm a hardcore, and I forget him at times. So I'll see him, and I'll just go, yeah, that was impressive, blah, blah, blah. But next weekend, when I'm hanging out with Big Ralph or something, and everybody's talking about welterweights, he's not rolling off the top of my tongue.
What about the beard and the serial killer look and the final countdown walkout? Final countdown, George.
I'd already forgotten about that.
Oh.
If you can't speak English, if you can't speak the lick of English, then you better have the highlight reel to go with it. A la Anderson Silva, right?
Or
he got away with it for a long time.
Man.
Yeah, and
he's
he's got it. He's pretty close.
That was pretty nice. It was pretty nice, but I thought Rocco, not just this fight, but what he's been doing has been a pretty cool story. So I'll probably get more excited about his next fight booking versus Zaleski dos Santos, because I just don't even know. I mean, he says he wants a top 5 guy, but he doesn't deserve a top 5 guy just yet. He deserves probably a top 10 guy, maybe, but I don't know. I wish he would have a little bit better communication, and yeah. I mean, it's close, guys. I had to think about this. Don't get me wrong.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going with Rocco, yeah. All right, this is how the voting came out. 55% said Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos. 35% said Nico Price. 8% said Matt Schnell. 2% said I agree with Gigi the Genius. And other.
All right.
That's it. We got to go to break. It's MMA Junkie Radio on Fight.